That music. That's right, everybody. I'm back with a new Let's Play. And I thought we would switch it up from my last couple games. I thought we'd do an RPG of some kind. I thought, well, why not Final Fantasy XII? I haven't played this game for, gosh, I don't know, 10 years? Yeah, it came out in 06. So, this is the Zodiac Age, the re-release with new music, I guess, and, you know, HD textures and whatnot. And I'm playing it on PC. I really like this game. I know it's kind of not looked upon favorably. At the time it was, but I think now people have kind of changed their opinion on it a little bit, which I think is quite a shame. It was very much a more Western style Final Fantasy game, and I think that's what most people had a problem with. See, there's original, reorchestrated, and OST. I guess I'll just keep it on reorchestrated. Where are the subtitles? Am I just not seeing them? I'm trying to switch on oh, there we go. Yeah, we'll switch on some subtitles for you, because I remember this, well, like with all Final Fantasies post 10, the cinematics are long and chock full of New Game Plus. Characters levels. This mode, there is no use of experience points. I think we'll just start a new game. Yeah, there's a whole lot of exposition right out the gate. It's very similar to like it's kind of like a Star Wars meets not Lord of the Rings, but like, well, Final Fantasy, I guess. Well, I'll let you guys check out this cinematic here.
See him this cheap again. Wedding day special.
Anytime now. Let's go. It's beginning.
In the name of the Father, and in the presence of these holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and wife from this time forth. May the blessings of the gods light your path for all eternity. Vaan.
If, following this, Archadia should launch an attack by both land and air, our kingdom will stand little...
Nabudis has fallen.
Impossible!
My father? I know not. I am sorry.
If Nabudis has indeed fallen, it is only a matter of time before they reach the borders of Dalmasca. There is nothing to halt their advance.
Secure Nalbina with all haste.
I will go.
And I will go at his side.
Altea stand watch over your life.
That I be considered worthy.
The fortress is lost! We must withdraw!
No! The paling still stands! The paling's fallen!
Then it's over!
For my father. For my father!
Lord Rasler!
Blessings of the Great Father descend, and guide your bodies return to the earth. Great Father, guide your spirits return to the Mother of all. There you shall find peace. Faram.
The death of Lord Rasla Heos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Ashe's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice: Archadia in the east, Rozarria the west. The invasion of the Kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rasla's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Archadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces. A counterattack was mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca ever brave and faithful. But against the martial might of the Archadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute. Soon thereafter, Archadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or, as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender. Lord Romanos, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of Rabanasta when the remnants of the Order made their return, and not a moment too soon, for a terrible revelation awaited them. The treaty would be signed with steel and writ in royal blood.
You there? Can you hear me? It's as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland.
Your name?
Rex, sir. My name's Rex.
Good. Rex. You bore a few cuts, but you are still whole. Well, can you stand? Think you can fight?
I'm fine, sir.
How old are you, Rex?
17, sir.
Young. Family?
My brother is all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in Rabanasta.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
I'm aware of the situation.
We found them!
Bosler, go ahead. I will handle this rabble.
Godspeed.
Steady, Rex. Keep your wits about you and you'll make it. We move!
Alright. We're finally getting into some actual gameplay now. Yeah, that was like a good 12 minutes of just straight up exposition there, and that's, I guess I could see why people, you know, don't tend to like that kind of thing. I'm kind of into it. Basically, well, I mean, for those of you who aren't a fan of the series, it's set in the world of Final Fantasy Tactics, which was a strategy game made by Square back in the day. First came out on the PlayStation, but never really had a mainstream Final Fantasy set in it before, until this game, I believe. I can't remember if 11 was set in it, but that was an MMO, so it was kind of a. I don't believe it was set in that world. But anyway, yeah. So it was kind of nice because that game had a particular art style that was very. It had a very particular feel to it, and I think they really translated it well to this game. Because that game mostly had 2D sprites in it and everything, but this game did a pretty good job of bringing that art style into a 3D environment. And I'm just kind of searching around here real quick. Doesn't look like there's anything, but this opening bit here does a pretty good job of setting up how to play the game. If I had to describe the gameplay, it's a lot like it's not time-based or turn-based like past Final Fantasies or anything like that. It's more of a it's real-time battles, but with if I had to describe it, I guess I would describe it as an early BioWare game, like Baldur's Gate, or maybe even a little bit of Knights of the Old Republic. In fact, if I had to describe it that way, I would describe it as kind of a Knights of the Old Republic style of fighting, as you'll see here. I'm just kind of skipping over some of this introductory stuff, because Bosch is giving me some dialogue, but it's all pretty much a tutorial. Basically, you pick a target, and it pauses the game for you, and then you set up what you want to do, either attack or just cast magic on your target or cast magic on yourself. And your character will just keep doing that action until until you tell him to do something different. Don't believe... Yeah, I got Cure and Thunder, so I could totally throw some thunder on these guys. Leather caps. Yeah. Yeah, so it's all about aesthetics with this game. I mean, if you had flying ships that can shoot weaponry and everything, why would you be using soldiers with swords and bows and arrows and stuff like that? But it's all...
Captain?
That's right, this is our first kind of major boss fight. I'm gonna hit it with let's hit it with some thunder. See how much that does. Not bad. Did about 100. I don't think you ever managed to destroy this thing anyway. I think it, from what I remember, it just bugs out. Oh crap. See, when I get my party going eventually, when the main game proper gets going, I'll have to set up a healer, I'll have to set up a tank, and a damage dealer. There we go. He's like, I can't. I forgot Bosch.
Adline, this is Sunbury. My engines are hit. She'll not hold much longer.
We receive you, Tomberry. You've leave to retire. Well fought.
My thanks, Antlion. Tomberry disengaging.
Just these random made-up names. Sounds a little silly now. Damn, that takes them well below half their hit points. Ooh. Yeah, so Bosch is the kind of the badass knight here. And I'm Rex. There's no simple way through the fortress. The mini-map at the top right of your screen may not be enough to gain your bearings. Oh, okay, so he's going to tell me how to use the map now. Location map. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, cool. I can just bust out a mini-map here. Don't really need it for this part of the game, though. This is all just introduction.
Chancellor! Where are you?
What if Captain Ivalice has fallen?
Don't talk such nonsense. Vossler's laughed in the face of death far too many times for him to stop now. Men like him don't die in places like this. We must make haste to reach the king. We will take him to safety.
Is His Majesty unharmed?
He'll agree to an unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty...
Wait. Quickly, Rex.
What is it? Nothing. There's absolutely nothing. What are you talking about, Bosch? Several enemy soldiers beyond this point. However, Rex, there's no need to destroy them all. Sometimes it's necessary to escape. Oh, the usual. You can run away from a fight if it becomes too much of a hassle. Which we won't be doing right now. Because these guys ain't much of a challenge. Oh, damn, Bosch just knocked that dude down with one hit. I believe you could get in behind a lot of these guys too as you're fighting and do more damage. Because they won't be able to defend against your strike. I mean, they can, but... Aha! So you always go that extra mile to search in corners and stuff. Found a potion. Nope. Let's keep going. Could have stopped to fight those guys, but... here's a save crystal. This is pretty much how we used to save our games back in the day, kids. You can't just pause it and save it whenever you want, like you can nowadays. I believe, yeah. So it'll just heal me too. I started a game earlier just to see how everything runs, but we'll go ahead and save over that save.
Intruders! Don't let them escape!
Sir, we have little time. You must go to the king. I'll handle these.
These what?
Fight well.
Yeah, so you can see it's very much like a Star Wars where all the bad guys are wearing helmets and they're kind of nameless stormtroopers and all that stuff, and our heroes are... They're kind of... In this game, the whole Dalmasca thing is they're kind of stuck in between a war between two opposing forces, and they're just kind of stuck in the middle. That's why they were just getting decimated by this other army. We're trying to stop the king from signing a treaty, because if he does, they'll just kill him afterwards. All that geopolitical stuff. No, would not want to cast thunder on myself. There we go. There we go. We're getting into it now. Yeah, that's kind of what attracted me to this game in the first place, was the fact that it was set in the Final Fantasy Tactics universe. And it's placed very similar to something BioWare would have made at the time, which I don't mind. Like I love the original Final Fantasies, just like everybody else seems to. Although I think 6 is the one everybody points to, but I think it's a little overrated. Just my opinion. Oh.
Your Majesty. Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Dalmasca to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Captain, Seize the insurgent. Along!
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear Captain. You have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now.
That's right. It's literally called the Empire now.
You keep some of your sovereignty out of respect. But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it. Take the captain away.
Off you go.
Vaan.
Pretenses of peace left by the wayside, the Archadian forces resumed their advance toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided. To make resistance would serve no end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I, to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace. Prayer, too, for the noble Princess Ashe, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life. Know also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death. They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin. Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
Yeah, so a nice little twist there. The guy you thought was going to be your main character was killed in the very beginning. Turns out Bosch was pretty untrustworthy, apparently. Or was he? Question mark.
Vaan, hurry it up or they'll find us.
I know. Just a little more. keep an eye out for me up there, Kites. 1, 2, 3 more. Alright.
And this is our, some would argue is not really the main protagonist. It's the character you start the game out with anyways. Vaan. He was the brother of Rex. And his character, I think, was very much inspired by, like, Aladdin, as you'll soon find out. Very much a thief and just someone scraping by on the streets. Couldn't steal from a rat. Go figure. Where's the other? Oh, there he is. Come at me. So, yeah, this is why I like this. It's very much an old school Final Fantasy in terms of the setting. But it's got,
you got him all yourself? Guess I know who to call when something big comes along.
It's got gameplay that was more updated for its time, which I appreciated.
That's enough for today. You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops, totally forgot. You should come, Vaan. He's busy today. Might have some work for you to do, too.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been
He'll tan our hides. Yeah, a lot of the dialogue is very, corny and kind of like, it's very much inspired by, the Star Wars prequels, if I had to say so myself. So we're in Rabanastre. It's very much like Agrabah. 706, so 2 years later. Yeah.
Huh? What'd you say? Sir, you haven't paid, and I... What? Haven't paid? Second time. Please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
Leave the poor sod be. We don't want trouble today.
Your luck, peddler.
So, yeah, he's an obvious pickpocket.
Watch where you're going, Charles. What? My patch.
All the Imperials have British accents or Cockney accents,
Get out the way.
So it takes definite inspiration from Star Wars, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. Like I haven't been saying it the past, 20 minutes?
What? Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again. What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, Vaan. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now? We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Pinello. You know it as well as I do.
Typical.
Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this? One of these days, I'll fly an airship of my own. I'll be a sky pirate, free to go where I will.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon. Oh, Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a
goody,
hand.
errands. Yeah, your location app often bears a mark showing your destination. Consult the map, blah blah blah. What could Miguelo want? World maps have been added to the party menu. Yeah, so he's very much Aladdin, you know, riff-raff street rat. But, yeah, so I guess this will be our beginning steps into the world of Final Fantasy XII.